I Am Legend is a story built on isolation, loss, and the weight of being the last person who still feels responsible for the world. The movie follows Dr. Robert Neville, a virologist trying to survive in a silent New York after a failed cure for cancer turns into a virus that wipes out humanity. On the surface, the film shows hunting, research, defense, and the daily routine of survival. But underneath that surface is the real engine of the story. A human being trying to stay sane when the world has removed every form of connection. Neville builds routines because routines stop the mind from collapsing. He talks to mannequins because pretending there is someone to answer is easier than accepting complete silence. Every action he takes is not only practical, but emotional. He is fighting to protect his sense of self as much as he is fighting to stay alive. As the movie moves forward, the human factor becomes unavoidable. The infected creatures are dangerous, but the deeper danger is loneliness. Neville still sets out food bowls for his dog, still talks to her as if she is a person, still treats her as the last stable piece of his life. His entire sense of humanity is tied to the small things. The way he organizes his home, the old videos he watches, the quiet rituals that remind him he once belonged somewhere. When those pieces start to break, when he loses the dog, his last emotional anchor, the story shows how close he is to losing himself. His collapse is not dramatic. It is human. Without someone to care for, without someone to protect, isolation turns him into a version of himself he barely recognizes. The turning point arrives when Neville finally meets other survivors. Their arrival forces him to recognize how deeply his grief and loneliness have shaped him. They remind him that humanity still exists in small pockets, and that his responsibility is larger than survival. His research, his discipline, and his stubbornness suddenly gain new meaning. The cure he has been working on for years is not just hope for him. It is hope for whoever is left. Neville's final actions come from understanding that legacy means more than presence. You do not survive alone just to stay alive. You survive so that someone else has a chance to rebuild what was lost. The movie teaches that isolation changes a person more than danger does. It shows that routine, purpose, and connection are not luxuries. They are survival tools. Neville's story is a reminder that people need responsibility, meaning, and another human voice to stay whole. It also shows that sacrifice only has value when it protects something larger than yourself. From my point of view, the entire emotional weight of this film rests on Will Smith. If I could sum up this movie in one sentence, it would be this: go Will. His performance as Dr. Robert Neville carries every scene. He gives loneliness a face, gives silence a voice, and makes routine feel like a battle. His acting turns the empty city into something alive. It proves that one strong human performance can shape the meaning of an entire story and leave the audience learning something real. Strength is not just surviving the world, it is surviving yourself.